Highas and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Let's get right into the affirmations for the inner child. August 31st. This is a month ending, so there's endings coming, and what comes after an ending? A beginning, something new, something refreshing. And today the energy is all about trust. Trust and your inner child. I allow my trust to grow gradually. As a child, my parents fought day after day. I heard their screams and insults, intercepted their dirty looks, and witnessed their marriage come to an end. The marriage between my distrusting parents is the one and only relationship that I have taken to heart. Now, as an adult, I have no trust in any kind of loving relationship. Today, I will start fresh with a frame of mind that will grow broader and broader each day. I will not jump aimlessly into any relationship at any cost. Instead, I will concentrate on gradually getting to know a new special friend, not trusting wholly, but letting my trust and the trust between us grow along with our relationship. In this way, I may not fall in love, but grow into love. Isn't that special? It's a tense beginning with a sweet ending today for trust. Trust can also be, so before we get into the trust with this, what the author is talking about here, there's also a trust that must come with your inner child. For many souls, the inner child is hidden and tucked away deep down in the belly, because of everything that has occurred before reaching this state of enlightenment, of growth, of opportunity, of wanting to shift and walk the path that you're meant for. There's this, the inner child has been wounded, has experienced a lot of things throughout their life. And so to connect to your inner child, trust is often really big. There's this, there's a trust that must be built with your inner child, your internal self, your higher self. Like all of it must come from within. And once you have that, then you have it for yourself to work with for good. And relearning how to have a relationship is extremely important. So how do you relate to this? How well do you trust yourself? Is this something that just is like hit you like a ton of bricks and you're, wow, never really thought about that? That's good. Because now that you have it on your mind and you have awareness, this will help you with getting closer to your inner child, closer to the goal that you want to reach, which for many of you here is not only just a connection with your inner child, but trusting yourself. I mean, trust is a big, huge foundation part of all of it. Oftentimes, with this kind of life, you externally seek the trust, externally seek the love. And now more than ever, it's extremely important to go within, internal, go inward and find your trust, build your trust, your love. This is not selfish. Many of you have been told it's selfish of you to do this, that you're conceited, that you're only concerned about yourself, narcissist, whatever it is. Remember, what others think of you is none of your business. They're not in your shoes. They're not walking your day to day. They're mumbling, jumbling things that they don't really have a clue about. And it's really none of your business what they think of you, because what matters most is how you think of yourself. How you think of yourself. What do you feel towards yourself? Are you externally going outwards to seek someone else to trust, someone else to give you their trust, someone else to give you their validation instead of you having your own validation? Um, are you trying to keep up status quo and your look in society? um, yeah, it's extremely important that you have your individuality and trusting yourself. Going within to trust yourself is where you're going to find that. You can be a leader or you can be a follower. How many times have you ever aimlessly jumped into a relationship at any cost? I mean, and again, this is like reliving what you were taught. Also like seeking, it's a definition of trust and love in an ill manner. It's not necessarily the way that it really is. The interesting part of all of this is that this is also how society is, if you really stop and think about it. Society is very quick to tell you what's right and wrong, and um, at the same time, it's all like smoke in the mirrors. It's just a facade. It's just a face. It's just masking the reality of it all. Because the more that you go in depth into esoteric symbols, spirituality, um, religion, the more you go in depth with any of this, you gain a certain understanding and realization that the entire world is based on false false truth, a false sense of a false sense of identity for it all. Because you know um for instance, if you were abused as a child by your parents and you wanted to have emancipation, kind of like Prince, okay, um you are looked at as like it's not allowed. Like you're not allowed to not love your parents even if they are practically killing you every day, whether this is physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is. Abuse. You're being abused by your parents, and yet at the same time you're like told they're your gold, they're your mentor, that's who you're going to learn from, and so you do. So that's what's there for you, and that's what you learn. I mean, we do this with everything. We do this with our food, with chemicals. We do this with our bodies. It's not okay to uh, be naked in public. It's not okay to honor your body. It's not okay to, and I'm not saying that we all need to be able to go outside nude, but I am saying that the clothing, understanding how it came about and understanding why masturbation or sensual feeling bodies close to each other, like it's not okay to discuss this, it's not okay to have this, it's not okay to talk about it, but yet we want children, we want to have childbirth. I mean, childbirth doesn't come along like everybody is not uh, Darth Vader or something, like, or whatever, like not having a mother or a father. Like, it's just not happening. So concentrating on gradually getting to know someone, taking time, a lot of time, and also being honest with yourself, knowing when those red flags come that it's something that you don't want to stay in. So it's a great opportunity for you to really start to, again, gradually be patient with yourself, be loving to yourself, especially if it's something that you didn't ever get. Let's pull some cards on this and see what Spirit has for you on the message of trust. Spirit, what do you have for us on trust and how to trust yourself? Nettle. Nettle is coming out. And what do we know about nettle? Oh, well, we definitely know that nettle is healing. It's loaded with vitamins. So health, we are in Virgo season. Virgos are about health. If it's your birthday today, check out that birthday reading. If you're going through a rebirth phase, check out the birthday reading. And also, if you just feel guided right now, check it out. Listen to your gut. Be unlimited. Nettle, it's a warrior. It really defends and protects not only its surroundings and its territory, but it also stings you if you touch it. It's almost in disguise. You can't even really tell that it will sting you. It looks like a normal, regular plant. This is about protection. This is about you. Remember the need to protect yourself and know how to give generously when you feel that you can. Because nettle protects itself, but it also is it's plant medicine. It helps, it's vitamin loaded, helps with a lot. It helps with stress and heart disease, aging, diabetes, allergies, gout, UTIs, enlarged prostate, nails, skin, hair, menopause, blood pressure, kidneys. I mean, the list goes on of what nettle is good for. But this card is really telling you that it's time to reflect on your generosity and your need for protection. So are you overprotecting yourself, underprotecting yourself, not doing it at all? Have you even thought about it? There is a sense of having this balance with protection that's necessary. So it's interesting that protection is coming up. Also, being out in Mother Earth is going to help you to gain more trust within yourself. I was guided earlier. I was feeling the unicorn energy earlier, and I forgot to bring. So if you've been guided, if you've been feeling unicorn energy, this could show that you have a connection with Mary Magdalene or Archangel Mary. Okay, and again, we're going from the top. So let's see what we have here for now. No, what can you tell us about the trust? Trusting, allowing yourself to trust. 8 of Swords. This looks as though it's falling away. The 8 of Swords. Contemplation. You're waiting. You're waiting for clarity. You're watching the rain and the swords fall away. Watching the swords, watching the, well, you're watching those old beliefs and old patterns fall from you. Your ego, you're starting to release some of what your ego was, transform it, alchemize. You're actually transforming your own old thoughts You realized that your subconscious mind needed attention. You know that you're very powerful, and your communication and ideas are changing. Protection. Oh, the high priestess energy. And here you go. And here we have the moon. Very much guided by the moon. Magic, mystic. I was feeling that in the birthday reading today. They always seem to go together well. So the veil's lifted. You have this pure energy here of reaching your high priestess energy. Enlightenment. A very feminine, motherly, nurturing, loving energy. This is confirming that some of you have definitely started your spiritual awakening. And you are connecting yourself more to Earth at this time. We are in earthy Virgo season. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yeah, your intuition is heightened with this energy. So you're able to pick up on signs and be aware of others around you on a deeper level. They're definitely wanting me to take one more card here. So trust. How well do you trust yourself? Oh, look at this. So we have some balance coming in with masculine and feminine energy. So you are working with your you're working with your mother and your father. So your guardians, you're working through a lot of this energy to enhance your own soul. This emperor energy, look at this. This is all about, this is more about rules, regulations. This is the fatherly aspect. Look at how different they are. It could be a little bit rigid at times, but the knowledge that you carry with this emperor energy is necessary. It's a must. The high priestess energy. Definitely guided by the moon a lot. The moon actually just, so we're in this Virgo sun energy right now. And the moon just went into, the moon was in Sagittarius. And so they're actually kind of different. They're a bit different vibes. Virgo's very gentle, feminine, loving, and Sagittarius is more of the fire, the creativity, the masculine, the movement. So I guess that would be, you know, so there's that, like that momentum, that balance of how to balance the movement with the calm state of being. So time came up in the birthday reading, and for you, time is coming up as in how to balance your time throughout the day so that you are using both your feminine energy and your masculine energy within. It's important that every single vessel in this world, every soul, learns to be in tune with their masculine and their feminine side so that they can meet in the middle. This is not about one controlling the other. as it tends to be with masculine energy, as it has played out over the years. This is more of like feminine energy rising up to meet masculine energy, to be on the same frequency. Not higher, not lower like it has been the entire time, but just to meet. So this is to help balance humanity, to help balance ourselves, our own individual selves. And trust comes, trusting you. You have trust here. You gain that, you have this trust in this high priestess energy. Are you at this level right now of where you're able to trust yourself? Is your inner child able to trust you? What has your inner child been saying to you? Or what is the feeling? Has he or she been wanting you to do something that you feel is way out there, something you rejected to begin with without thought? You're asked to actually think about this and consider it and see if there's a way that you can make it happen. At least put an effort toward it, even if you do not decide to do it. X marks the spot. What does that mean? That's for someone. You've just seen an X on something, or you just said this yourself somewhere. Let me know in the comments below. Spirit's asking me to remind you that this is the year of the serpent, number 9. And it's important to allow yourself to let go of anything not serving you. So if you feel like you struggle with this trust from your childhood, you're being asked to gently start to unpeel the layers, to unravel the bandage that's over you. Unravel yourself and allow these 8 of Swords to fall away. Allow these thoughts that are in the water. Notice that you are not touching or holding any of these. You're allowing them to flow and fall. Now, if you need to move in this direction, how are you going to get through that? Look at how there's light and dark. Feminine, masculine. And we have a plant nettle here. We also have 4 cards. Foundation. How safe does your inner child feel with you? How secure does your inner child feel with you? And why is this so? Speak to your inner child and really get to know him or her. Allow them to help you and you help them. It's absolutely transformative. It will change your life. Many of you, your life's already changed, and your energy is moving up. I mean, here you're going to step into this after you have this gentleness here. So first you have, your gut instincts, starting to follow your intuition more, your inner knowing. This could also be that you've been working with your shadow aspect. You may have to go into your shadow side and experience an ego death, a dark night of the soul, to help you cleanse and discover how to change into that trusting energy that you carry within yourself. Because you do still have that. You have the trust within you. It may be a good time for someone here to cleanse or detox. And if you're feeling that, then it's for you. The High Priestess already brings the energy of the moon and the sun working together. The sun shines on the moon shines on the sun. They're opposites, yet they're also one. That rhymed. It's just going deeper within. And you're going to come out and have this masculine power that you're going to use to protect yourself, your health, your wealth, your body, your soul. This helps you start to really understand boundaries and understand how to set boundaries with others. Being more assertive. And this definitely is about helping you secure a firm foundation, which falls in with the number 4 as well. So 4 could be significant for you. That's the message I have. Please share in the comments below how this resonated for you. Which step are you on right now? What are you feeling? How did you feel about the topic of the day, trust? How much do you trust yourself? Are you currently working on this and gradually growing trust with yourself? Before we go, Spirit is definitely wanting to make sure you do not harbor any resentment or anger or hatred toward your guardians if you live this life. We want to make sure that you are coming from a compassionate heart space, even in this energy of setting boundaries. This kind of goes back to something I was trying to touch on but couldn't really explain well. So sorry about that if it got a little squirrely there, or cat like shiny things. But this is where it's like the trust of yourself and not harboring any resentment, having compassion while also being able to set boundaries. You can do that and you can have this. It's all about learning how to communicate your needs. So practice. There was something really amazing I read in a book about boundaries recently, and now for the life of me I can't find it, but it was really helpful. I thought that it would help. Let's see, maybe I can find it. It's setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. That's what it is. Remember that. Remember that the next time that you're invited somewhere and you'd like to go, but then again you realize that you don't want to go, or your body is like, I don't think it's a good idea, your mind or something of where you know that you're not supposed to be there. Maybe Spirit sends you a message and says, hey, that's not meant for you. Following your intuition and your gut and allowing yourself to do that. So setting boundaries is a form of self-respect. Remember this, okay? Honor yourself first. This has been I will share, this has been a tough one for me on my own path, because yes, externally seeking was real, and for my own path it's been tremendous to allow myself to have my self-respect, honor, and to say no when I don't feel like, and I don't even have to give an explanation. You know, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Really, I feel like if I have to prove myself to anyone, I have to prove myself to myself. Prove to myself that I can accomplish something. Because if you're seeking validation externally is always going to set you up for failure or control, if you want to be a puppet and have someone control you. But I don't think that you're here for that. I think you're here definitely to start to grab those reins and take control of your life and be in that chariot and have victory of overcoming what you thought or how you seen life before. A complete transformation. Which comes with, turbulence, for sure. But we're going to have turbulence no matter what. We're going to have joy no matter what. We're going to have these things. And it's all about balancing and understanding how our energy, what we do, what we say, what we don't do, what we don't say, can help this in the process. Don't allow yourself to be pressured into doing something just because you feel that you're going to be judged by them if you don't do it. Because if that's the case, they're not meant for you anyway. Your friendship, your relationship is completely based on what you will or will not do for them. It's not an unconditional love heart space. And if you really are seeking this trust within yourself, it's important to have that. And it does cause vulnerability to come in. So you're going to be very vulnerable, and there may be times where you want to go inward. Make sure that you go as an introspection and you're not isolating yourself. It's still important to be around people. It's still important to engage and connect. Okay? That's the message for you. Share in the comments below how it resonated for you. Have a cosmic day tonight, yo.